Radio Free America. This is Uncle Sam with music and the truth until dawn. Right now, I got a few words for some of our brothers and sisters in the occupied zone. The chair is against the wall. The chair is against the wall. John has a long mustache. John has a long mustache. It's 12 o'clock, Americans, another day closer to victory. And for all of you out there on or behind the lines, this is your song.
And welcome everybody to our daily gun show. We come to you live every weeknight at midnight Eastern, or sometimes a little bit later. And we talk about guns for an hour. This is episode 808. So at least DB Cooper knows what I'm talking about, and maybe somebody else out there. But otherwise, it's Wednesday, and we talk about entertainment on Wednesday. So we've got a panel from gunchannels.com, and we were just chatting off air here, waiting for a panel to show up about how to change gun channels. So we could talk about how to change gun channels. If we wanted to keep that discussion going, we could talk about all the events that happened today. It's the anniversary of quite a few things. And then what else do we got? There was something else. Oh, the interviews. I talked to KD and Ken today from the event that they've got coming on later on in the month for the trainers and 2A media, bringing them together and sharing experiences and skills. And then tomorrow I'm going to be talking to Logan from High Caliber History, one of the guys who's a writer and then had been the curator of the NRA Museum. And he helped me with the firearms inventors cards, and he's been a consultant in firearms and firearms history for a while. So that'll be an interesting interview tomorrow. Anyway, any of those we can talk about. We got a Dead Horse jumping in from Utah. Thanks for joining.
Howdy, thanks for having me.
You bet. Oh, bye-bye. Then we got John coming in from, all right, I forgot where John's at.
I'm from New Hampshire.
Oh, that's why. I don't know if we've ever had anybody from New Hampshire before. Thanks for jumping in. Have we had
Thank you.
And then Pink jumping in from Ohio, which is basically New Hampshire, just different.
Thanks for the invite.
All right, thanks for joining. I don't know what 808 Mafia is, but is that a band? Might be a band. All right, well, so anyway, what do we want to talk about tonight? Oh, I guess I should say I'm watching the chats out there. So that was from a guy on the YouTube side.
Oh, 808 Mafia?
Yes.
I think that's Hawaii. I think that's a Hawaii area. I think that's a Hawaii thing.
Well, that's a record producer.
Oh, is it?
Oh, okay. Well, I know where the 808 comes from, but I don't know if that's an area code also. Let's find out if it's an area
I've heard HVS mention that. I thought that was like a Hawaii thing.
Yep, 808 is the telephone area code for Hawaii. Covers the inhabited, developed, and uninhabited areas of Hawaiian Islands out to Midway and Wake Island. 808 was used as Hawaii's area code in 1957. Interesting. Pants is elected Pink as his official representative in the chat. Congratulations.
We have some famous birthdays today, right?
One at least.
At least one, yeah.
Calamity Jane. I was just looking at, where did I put it? When I was posting that on Instagram, I was thinking about her date. It is 1852. Isn't that crazy? 1852.
Till 1903. So she was 55 or 51, right? Yeah, 51.
She never even seen a 1911. She barely seen a 1903.
Yeah.
So I posted that picture on the Instagram, and also she didn't have no trigger control back then. Look at that. Finger right on the trigger, other finger in the lever, so hammer back. But I figure somebody back then probably was pretty good at not shooting you in the face.
She might have been getting ready to shoot somebody in the face.
Well, I'm guessing that's what the picture was all about, huh? Like pose like if you're about to shoot. because those were back at those days is where you'd have to like stand there for a while, right?
Yeah.
All of the black powder had to like burn off or whatever while you were holding your pose.
I had to expose the film.
I got nothing but dead air tonight. Got a bunch of green dots over on gun channels. Is there somebody else running on gun channels right now, stealing all our audiences?
I didn't see anybody.
Got 13 people watching out there, 10 thumbs. It's an extraordinarily high thumb ratio. So anybody listen to the interview with KD and Ken?
I just caught parts of it.
It's pretty good. I learned that I knew that the 3-day and well, KD's freaking cool because he's sort of like inspirational speaker mixed with what do you call it, like actual putting feet on the ground type activist with firearms instructor. So I knew he was going to do a 3-day event, and I knew it was going to be something interesting. And he said it was the first thing I heard of it, I guess, was as a 2A media thing. And I'm like, wow, 3 days for 2A media. That's already better than anything else ever because nothing has ever been more than a few hours for 2A media. And then he explained it further and started talking about the training. And I was like, all right, it took me a while to get my head around that. But the more I listened to the description of it and the concept, I really, really like it. For the instructors, they're going to learn from all the skill sets that the social media people might have, and social media people are going to hopefully absorb some stuff from the instructors, not just the instruction, but just holding themselves, how a professional holds a firearm instead of how anyone might pick up a firearm, which is most of the time. You can tell a lot by someone who's doing something with the firearm on video, by how they hold it, and that should give them hopefully some opportunities to get some real insight on that. But then, he was describing today, I knew the event in a nutshell, basically at that, and still thought it was a good idea. It was neat. But then he started talking about how the schedule, I guess, would be, and on Friday, how it's the sessions and the getting to know each other and the let's say classroom type of stuff. And then he said, in other words, more of the social media stuff and the know-how, so that people kind of get to know each other. So when they go out on the range, they're going to be a different level of comfort and camaraderie than you might have if you just met up and went straight to a range, right? So I like that concept. But then on Sunday, he was saying that they're factoring in or like scheduling in time for collaborations, so that after 2 days of working together and figuring out who's cool and projects you might want to work together on, it's not just to be continued, good luck, now it's up to you to find time and get back together with each other. Instead, he's leaving time for that, and I just thought that was super cool. He's really thinking ahead on that. So I wanted him to be able to come on and chat about it again. I guess there's still 9 seats available, and the cost is basically nothing. I mean, the cost is seriously not that much for being able to attend something like this. And it sounds like they've got We Like Shooting there. It's that guy, VSO guy from Florida, I think. And then do you know him?
Oh, I was going to say, did they say where this was going to be held at?
St. Louis.
St. Louis, okay.
Yeah, just outside of St. Louis. And Snob signed up, so Snob is going, sounds like. And I don't know if anybody else is going. I'm not sure. Dano was asking a bunch of questions, like if he was going to go. But I don't know if he was just trying to ask, questions to help keep the thing going, or if he was seriously going. Bob says that 808 Mafia is a drinking club that rides motorcycles, not a biking.
I bet you there's a lot of different 808 things.
That could be.
Now, you said that's going to be held at the end of this month?
Yeah, the 23rd, 4th, and 5th, or 25th, 6th, and 7th. I don't know, but that weekend. Labor Day. Is that Labor Day weekend? No, whatever that is. What is that day? Tell me on my calendar. No. Anyway, it's the 24th, 25th, 26th, I think.
Yeah, it sounds pretty interesting.
Oh yeah, and like I say, it sounds like they've really thought about it, or thought it out too. And like say the idea of getting in some, they're gonna the training aspect of it is going to be abbreviated, I guess, but also advanced. So they're going to talk about vehicles, which is usually not anywhere near an introductory thing, and then nighttime stuff, which is often a whole separate class. So yeah, it's going to be.
Yeah, I did catch some of that where he's talking about carjacking at night and stuff like that, and then he was going to have the hog roast and stuff to feed everybody. That was pretty neat.
Yeah, and like, oh, I mean, we're covering what they said there, but from my experience going to training classes, the stuff that you're really paying for, but you can't, it's hard to quantify because you can't schedule it, is the off time. The times you have before the range session as everybody's getting together and just the kidding around, or the insight, the lunchtime where you get to see people once they're getting to be a little bit fatigued, but they still got energy. And then the evenings, if you go out to eat with a lot of, not a lot, some instructors will bring the class or people from the class, depending, to some place to eat, or they bring him to eat or her to eat. But again, being able to experience people when they're letting their hair down and off the clock is something you can absorb so much like that, especially if you're in the industry and you're keen on all that stuff, or if you're just really interested in the specific I don't know instruction that the people have, or their curriculum or something. When you hang out with Masada Ayub off the clock, I'm telling you, there's nothing like that. I've experienced a lot of shit, and hanging out with Masada Ayub off the clock is unique, right? So being able to create an environment that enables that actually is building that into it. He's thinking next level. Really, really cool. I wish I could be more involved in it, but being middle of the country is a good idea. I mean, you really couldn't have put it in a better spot unless you stuck it in Vegas for me. But being in where it's at, I think it'll be a successful event. Sounds like I forgot Dave or somebody asked about where he sees it in 5 years. I thought that was a great question, and they're definitely building it to be a system, be a continuing annual thing. Maybe I should challenge them, said make it quarterly. There's more than enough people out there. People are all leaving now. I guess we started late, so expect.
I don't know if it counts as entertainment, but it happened at the NRAM event. Did you guys hear about that Walther pistol that was stolen?
Yeah.
No.
So yeah, a guy came and used a pair of cable cutters right in the middle of NRAM with all sorts of people around, like broad daylight, basically, right? All busy, and cut the lock off of a Walther PPKS, missing the firing pin, and then walked out with it. And he had a badge on and everything. So it's all over Instagram. Like True Exodus has it on his page. A lot of other high-profile gun Instagram pages have it on theirs. Maybe some of the gun channels crew that was there might want to look. Who knows? Chances are this guy's going to get caught by someone recognizing him from their Facebook group or something like that. So a guy like this gives us all a black eye. So let's find him and get him caught, right?
Was he masking his face or anything?
No, yeah.
Yeah.
I was trying to look at his badge, and I can't tell if it's actually just the NRA member badge or what. 'Cause it's kind of blurry.
But he had our glasses on. He kind of looks like Dano, actually. The more I look,
it does.
Yeah.
Dano acted like he didn't go there. He was like, I'm in another state.
Well, no wonder. What would you brag about going there if you went there to steal a gun? Come on, obviously.
So that's the guy right there. There's three. Oh, I see. It's three pictures smushed together.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was trying to make out his badge. If you can't make it out that great.
That's crazy. So if you go on to your phone even, but if you put your stuff on Facebook, doesn't it give you those little circles and say is this so-and-so? Is this so-and-so? Isn't this so?
Oh, that's true. Yeah, because Facebook does use facial recognition.
Yeah, I mean, you would think that just
That's what I said. That's how he's going to get caught. Someone's going to see him on their Facebook or Instagram and recognize, like, yeah, he's going to get caught. No doubt.
Pants is saying, wait for the order for a firing pin. There you go. Just thinking.
Yeah.
That's such a dumbass gun to steal. Do you think it's a stunt? Is this some kind of stunt?
I wouldn't think so, because you would
Or
either have
like
to be media or
a reporter being like, "Oh, look how easily I stole this gun." I could totally see that.
Because it's got to be, because there's just no reason to
Still
do
be a
it in a place that's got so many cameras. And yeah, unless he's a resident of Indiana, it's also a federal felony to touch a handgun that's somebody else's and then walk around with it. That's it.
yeah, he has to be either an NRA member or media to get in there. So, and that's
Well,
I
there's
think that,
obviously be an NRA member is walk up and pay him $10, right?
yeah, that's true. Somebody could walk off the street, give him the money, and be done.
Nah, judging from his attire, his pants, his coat, his backpack, he's definitely a real gun guy. He has an NRA hat. He has an NRA badge. I'm saying he was there, probably as a member, but he probably really is a member. And I think that, man, he just must really want that gun, dude. That's all I can say. I don't know. Like this.
So do you think since he figured, well, I paid $10 to get in, then that's my, it's like my prize for coming in, or like that's what I get? It's like I'm allowed to take one.
Man, I don't know. I mean, how, with so many people around, how?
I can't imagine why you'd pick that gun. We said a Walther P99, like the dumbest $300 gun ever.
A PPKS, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, okay, so what is that, $400?
Yeah, it was a James Bond gun.
And they're not that expensive though. Or wait, is that the one that's hard to get right now? Like there's a waiting list or something?
I think somebody said it was a new one. I think he said, because somebody joked that he couldn't wait for his LGS to get it in.
Oh, yeah.
So that's it. He's just on Instagram. He's doing it for the grams. He needed that picture before anybody else. He's trying to scoop big Instagrammers. Hence, saying they give NRA hats away with samples tied. Yeah, they probably get an NRA hat in the NRA building.
Yeah, we'll know soon enough because, like I said, this guy is going to get caught. I bet you in the next week. Like it is a federal offense. Like the FBI is going to be looking into this. So.
Yeah, it seems crazy. I think it's a stunt. Where'd he stick it? In pocket or have some sort of apparatus?
Up his sleeve. So he hid the cutters. There's a whole video of him doing it, right? So
there was.
What do you mean?
So he hides the cutters up his sleeve, and he like fiddles around so obviously for so long that finally goes and cuts it, and then it looks like he stuffs the gun up one sleeve and then the cutters back up the other sleeve and walks off.
Do you blame this guy for not looking, or one of
there was another guy even way closer to him than that?
Really?
Like at first when he was being all suspicious and he had the cutters pulled out in his hand. I don't know how that other guy did not see him. Like it looked like he was going to get caught by this old man that came walking up, but nope.
How do you find the video? Is it like Instagram video or is it like on the YouTube?
I saw it on Instagram. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, True Exodus on it. Instagram. TRU Exodus has like the video.
Because I know in the one article I read, they had a Twitter post of it and that got deleted or whatever.
There's no sound? I guess not. So yeah, he's looking around. So he's definitely doing it. He's looking all around. He thinks that no one in NRA show is filming him. Crazy. Oh, I see. There's some guy walked up to it. And this is on the main hallway.
Yeah, dude, look how busy it is there, dude. Like, they're looking at all those people.
Is that it? That's all we're getting.
No, wait. He's
No,
gonna
that's
pull out
the
the cutters
beginning.
right here.
No, that was the beginning again. Because now Sarge walks by. That's Sarge and Snob holding like Falcon by there together.
Oh, do you got to slide that one over? Slide it over to part 2, bro.
I don't
See
think
if-
it's slide it. Is it this?
Yeah.
No, that's something else.
Oh no. What?
There's only
Well, there's longer versions out there that like show that guy, doing the whole thing, and it's. Yep. Like I said, he'll get caught.
Wow.
Can't even imagine in a place that crowded, that busy, with that many cameras, thinking you're gonna get away with that, something like that. Man.
Well, I know the Great American Outdoor Show. There's been rifles stolen. I think it was 2 years ago.
I just read about a breaking and entering into a gun store in Washington. Speaking of, I haven't seen Woods today, but in Washington, like $45,000 in guns stolen or something. That happened yesterday.
Woods acted like he was going to take the quote unquote day off today. And
Exactly.
Now it's been that. All right. Well, so how do you know if your grandma's a robot?
By the taste of her chocolate chip cookies. Robots cannot make good chocolate chip cookies, obviously. They would just follow the directions exactly, and then you would just have like a really basic chocolate chip cookie. So, grandmas like put style and stuff into their finesse into their chocolate chip cookies. So, obviously, just by the cookies.
Yeah.
Grandma's put love in their cookies. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, exactly. Robots don't put love in their cookies. So, there you go. Ask the grandma 9 versus 45. It's a so that'll tell you too. Because grandma's always going to say the 45, no matter what. So robot's going to say 9mm.
Robot's going to be able to, come up with some kind of reason why metric is better. Like, oh, metric is a more common system, and it's used in Europe.
Yep.
Oh man, we're getting nothing. So we got 20 people watching, 14 thumbs, which is nice, but now it's 18. So as soon as I mentioned it, people are out of here. So I guess this is what happens when your robot grandma runs the show. We go very good.
Did you go through today's Wednesday? Are you going to go through Instagram photos?
Oh shit, I haven't done that forever. I don't know if anybody even does that anymore. I guess I will. That was the girl's job. She doesn't come around here no more, so you gotta type in stuff. And what are you gonna type in? Daily Gun Show? Oh, I got a screen share and everything, see? Got 4778 posts. It's pretty good. Let's see.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So we got some top ones here.
Oh yeah, Moon's added some new ones.
Probably because that Jodeci guy kept always pushing them in here, so I quit looking at them. So I don't know how far back. We haven't done this in forever.
Chuck Norris tagged with the Daily Gun Show. Look at that. That wins. It's over. You don't even gotta look at it anymore. Chuck Norris wins.
Dude, there's good dogs.
Oh wait, who wins? Chuck Norris or a dog?
Not Chuck Norris. If it was old but not old man Chuck Norris. I don't know how far back I should go. There's probably a billion. There's probably Tulsa in here.
Yeah. It's probably.
And everybody was tagging Daily Gun Show, I guess.
Yep.
Well, that was a quick scan. We'll probably be more realistic and go up to where was he? We'll go up to Chuck.
I'd go up to like last week, right? Like to last Wednesday.
Okay. That was 4, so boom, 1 week. Here we go. So Angelina must have these stickers or these patches out to people because I've seen them in pictures already. And then these are the stickers she cut for him, I suppose. Here's why she's wrong. Here's why she's wrong. Look how much white space there is. Shouldn't she have put these things up and down more? And then there'd have been less white space. So
I know it depends on how small or the size of the paper, though.
yeah, like she wants a big square of paper around it or something, I guess.
Make it easier to cut.
Well, I'm gonna tell her how to run her business. She ain't here. She's getting taught how to run her business. I don't know. Did I tag that? Holy shit. That must have been tagged from the olden days. Oh, that was a horrible show. And then we got Obnoxious, and he's buying some kind of microphones for his doll.
Oh, I'm gonna have to ask him about those.
I assume this is what my dog looked like when she was a puppy, except she had a pink nose.
That's cute. That's cute.
I found it neat. This is a bunch of loot that somebody got. I forget who got all this loot. Jim get all this from that day? That was episode 800. Actually, 2 or 3 of those packs went out that day. Yeah, Moon's been posting every once in a while.
Oh yeah, that's nice. He went all prestige on us, nothing but Beretta only.
Yeah, he's off dancing now. Snooty. I did a thing. I don't know if Bob's still out. Oh, Bob's out there. I should emailed him this, but I've been wanting to do this for a while, so I took some time the other day and drewed up Bob's rig. That's from when I first met Bob. I drove up to Phoenix, and Bob drove down from Canada, and he went to this the SAR show, the big gun show. And that's when I first drove up. He's like, I'm in the giant, camper with the Dodge in front. And that's the picture I took through the windshield of the cop car.
I hope Bob comes back down again soon.
Look, he made the puppy cry because Bob's not here. Then we got another one from the TZ. This is the intentionally left blank. This is the podcast that Angelina left this show for to go do once every other week on Mondays. Ozzy posted this thing, 32. It's just a Stava M70.
Nice.
This is a 2-inch by 4-inch patch, so it's not a very big gun.
No.
Obnoxious. Just watching some movie. See, whenever I go to a place like this, I reach in back and jam the HDMI cord in there, and then we take the remote and flip it over to aux, and then I turn it into a monitor, and I just use it as a giant monitor. We got a GoPro. I guess Gizzard got that. Another moonshot. Oh, I didn't like that one. Got Chris. Used to do these on the regular. He probably still is, actually. We just haven't been looking. This is from Snob with that guy that does the book cutout.
Oh heck yeah! Look at that.
I don't know who this is. Anybody ever heard of TK Off Knives in Mesa?
Out the front knives? No.
I think that maybe they just accidentally hit the thing by doing a bunch of like spam tags, knife nuts, knife making, and then it gets to knife porn, gun show, daily gun show trader, gun show life, shot show, and knife show. So it's got randomly knifed with that one. I feel like. You like this knife? Since this isn't anybody sponsoring the show, we can be as opinionated as we want.
No, I do not. I don't like that knife.
You like out the fronts?
No, I don't.
I'm not a big fan of them either. Especially, I don't understand why you'd make an out the front with a push dagger type blade. Like, that's the one part you're not supposed to push this blade.
Yeah.
But it looks a little weird. I guess it's a Tonto, but it looks a little weird having this not be symmetrical, I guess. I'm used to them being symmetrical.
So
I'm not going to bitch, though. If this was not a Tonto, I just don't like the blade. It's too small. I want a bigger blade than this. Like, I want it to be at least this longer. But anyway, I don't know. Maybe it would be good if this is you just pull this thing and the knife retracts. As long as it's strong. I just don't think it's strong.
So I'm really super hard on my knives. Like, I'll pull my nice knife out of my pocket and cut a rawhide dog bone in half for my dog, stuff like that, right?
And that's
So
not
no. And I've had out the fronts before, and they're weaker and they wear out a lot sooner than a nice like liner lock or something, or you know, some other style of knives, I think. And then they just get like kind of warped and just, I don't know, they're just not as strong. But, you know, for nothing but like personal defense, I could see it, but not the way I use my knives. That wouldn't last me a month.
What do you think about these crazy holes? I'm assuming those are holes, right?
Right.
Blood, blood. Looks.
I've seen a lot of custom knife makers using that style in their blades now.
I feel like if you're walking around with this, it's because you want to pop somebody's tire and let all the air out. Like that's the only use I could think of for that. Because I don't know, I just don't like it. It looks like it's just a place to get crud in there. But it's for looks. What the hell? It's a knife. How much do they cost? Anybody know? I never heard of this place before.
Not theirs.
I'm gonna
I
say
know.
$179.
I was going to say anywhere from 150 to 350. Yeah.
Well, you made my puppy cry because she knows it's way too much money for me. I'm not paying that much money. All right, so can you hear her crying back here? She's
Yeah.
gonna die. I don't know what it is. I took her out already, so she's being moody. Snob bragging about going to Indy. Anybody ever been to Indy before?
Yeah.
Oh yes, I have. Tiny little airport.
John, you been there? I've been there. Looks like you got a press
No,
connection.
I've never been to Indianapolis.
Oh, okay. It's a neat little town. It's like all flat, and then it just happens, and then it's gone again. Kind of interesting, those little Midwest cities like that.
Yeah, I didn't even think I was flying into a big city there when we landed. I was like, wait, where are we landing? Is this like some like cornfield? Like, what is this place?
There's a lot of cities out west like that.
Now, this one is from DTP and some gun, but then I don't know if you guys know about the Manix 2, but this is, you're welcome. This is the Manix 2. This is probably the ultimate knife right there. Mine is blue translucent, so it's like clear blue, but this one is orange, and I guess it was a limited run, he said. But that's the ultimate. It's an access blade or an access lock, which is the only lock you'd ever want on a knife ever. And the best grip, like this thing is just perfect. It's just perfect in a pocket, perfect whatever you're doing. The clip on it is a wire clip, and it can go into both positions on either side, so ambidextrous, but solid. One of the few clips that's worked for a long time, and the weight of the knife is nothing. The blade is almost all the weight, and then the blade shape and size and whatever you call like the sharpen. What do you call the blade? What do you call this? The style that they sharpen it with, or whatever, that hollow grind.
Okay.
Phenomenal. I think it might be hollow. It might be flat, whatever it is. But from the whole blade, like the whole blade is, the whole piece of metal is all blade. There's no extra nothing. It's just the best cutting knife ever. That hole and everything. My favorite knife ever. And I don't think it ever chopped up his gun next to it. But anyway, orange. You guys ever had a Manix 2?
I've never had a spider cat.
Oh, really? Why,
Yeah.
you don't like them, or you just haven't had one yet?
I just haven't had one yet.
Oh shit! I remember you bought that Griptilian, wasn't it? Axis? When you made
What?
that, didn't you make a Griptilian that was custom?
Not me.
Yeah, you made a Benchmade Griptilian that was custom one time. You put your Pink Panther on the blade.
Oh yeah.
I'm like,
Is
wait a
that-
minute. I thought you did. But anyway, I thought that was an Axis. And then you'd experience what an Axis is. Because Axis.
Yeah, I know. A lot of the Benchmates are axis locked.
Yeah, I think they came up with it. I don't know how.
Yeah, they did.
Is that, well, I wasn't trying to think of it. I can remember the guy's name. But yeah, he made it. And then he's with Benchmade because he hates guns, I guess. And then somehow Spyderco got it for the Manix. I think they have it for like 3 different knives. But it's probably some collaboration with the guy. But anyway, freaking phenomenal. Can't recommend it enough. I don't even know if you can. What do they cost? They're not even that much. $40 or something. They're basically a little bit more than what do you call it? The what are they called? Delicas or all the normal Spydercos. And it's one of the few, well, not one of the few, but one of the many Spydercos that are made in Colorado. So it says like Colorado, or it says Golden, Colorado, USA, Earth. So how badass is it when a company puts Earth on their knife, knowing that it's going to go into space at some point? That horse got maritime spring cups here. Feeling pretty good about yourself?
Yeah, I've never had them before, so
It's amazing.
curious to try them.
Has anyone had maritime spring cups before? Anyone? Let's go see if anybody out here's had them.
Nope.
I am in love with that knife. That is a freaking awesome knife. And I'm not carrying my Mannix anymore because I'm carrying a Spyderco orange one around. That I'd rather have an orange one. I like my Mannix, but it's blue and I lose it. It's blue, so it gets lost occasionally. Like, falls down in the grass or something, you don't see it. Orange, you do see. I mean, it's not just I like orange. Orange is a more useful color.
You have a translucent dusk blue?
Yeah, it's supposed to be blue, but it's like, you can, if you shine a flashlight through, you could see through it. It's not like it's glass or anything. It's just a glass-filled resin that's kind of a clear.
That one is $94.25.
I thought they were less than that, but whatever. I'm sure the orange one's even more than that. Man, I didn't know they were that expensive. I thought they were like 60 because I bought one and I fell in love with it, and then I bought a second one that I was like, if I ever lose this one, I've got a second one.
Yeah, they're running about anywhere from 100 to 190 bucks.
The blue ones or the orange ones? Are the orange ones available?
I don't see anything on the orange. I see some G10 scales that you can buy to put on it.
I don't like G10 though. I like that, whatever that plastic that Spyderco uses.
Yeah.
Anyhow, so spring cups. Anybody ever had spring cups before? Maritime spring cups. Everybody has spring cups. Oh, he said the whole Earth thing started as a joke, but it stuck. I think it's cool as shit. It's actually one of the reasons I like Spyderco so much. Yeah, the spring cups are what allow the firing pin. Wait, no, is it the firing pin?
Striker.
Striker to. No, is it the striker though? It's in the striker channel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So it allows the striker to operate in water. So if you didn't have maritime spring cups, these cups here, these two halves would come around it, and they'd fill the channel. And it's no big deal, except that would create a piston in water potentially. So I think SEALs or somebody decided, hey, if we file this plastic down a little bit, it's not really necessary there. If we file that plastic down, it allows, there's not a piston created here, and the thing can fire underwater, which, isn't necessarily a great idea unless you're a SEAL. You have to kill communists underwater. So then Glock went around and made them, and then made them illegal. Like you couldn't buy them, basically, from Glock. So now that people are like, we'll do whatever we want. Glock ain't telling us what to do. Now you can just go buy them off the streets. So are you planning on shooting underwater?
No, but it's just it's not just underwater. It's like even if your gun was dropped in water and you pulled it out, right? There's the possibility of that channel being filled with water and then hydraulic lock, and then
If that was the case, the Glock would have added or would have done something, because they didn't do anything. They went no or yes. Like you either have maritime spring cups or you don't. Like they didn't say, let's put a little channel in there in case of what you're talking about, because what you're talking about can happen to anybody. Like,
because that's the description that they had on them, and for debris. So,
well, see, then it seems like they should put them on at least not even. I can understand why they wouldn't want to chop all the 4 channels in there, because that might weaken it too much, perhaps. But they could put 1 channel in there, and it would eliminate that from ever happening on any gun. You know what I mean? I just don't think it ever happens on any gun, really. It's just one of those things that you can modify, so they did modify, right? I mean, I guess anyway.
I've heard nothing but good things. There's some competition shooters who have had them in their guns, and they have round reports, and they report no issues with them. So,
but I would just say down here, report the Glocks having hydrostatic failures or whatever that's called.
Yeah, I don't think that's a real issue, but I think it's just.
I think it's a potential, right?
Just
a potential by changing something real easy.
I know it was the exact same price for either kit. It wasn't more expensive, so I figured why not? Like I haven't tried it, so.
What's this big ass tube here? Is that for this spring? I know this is your channel, right? No. What is these big tubes? This is too big for the channel.
Those are usually black, so that's probably why they don't look. Those are usually black on the Glock.
What are they?
So it
They
is a
go over
channel
the
too.
striker.
Yeah, it
So
is a channel.
one's the liner, right? That you gotta actually like, press in, and then the other just goes over the striker for the spring to ride over, so the rear of the striker can move back and forth. There'll be a little slit in the one, right? There's a little slit in the one.
Yeah. In this one. That's what you put this together with. Or in this one to put this together with, and that's the sleeve?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's just so magnified it looked like it was the size of a big pen or something. Anyway, that's the one you put in that green gun? It's working?
Yep. Yeah. I actually went out and shot it today. I put about 250 rounds through it today, and it's running pretty good. So, got the new part from Polymer 80. They added it to me within 2 days, so I was pretty happy about that and put it in, and right off the bat, it works.
We got Obnoxious posting his, I don't know if I'm a big fan of this badge holder. I don't know what's going on with this badge holder. We got to find out about that. And then, I guess some kind of briefcase, and then some
Earmuffs.
stabilizer. And then, is this a table?
Yeah, it looks like he's at a shooting range.
Yeah.
That could be. Then we got Slim posting 44. What the hell is SWC?
Semi-wad cutter, 44 special semi-wad cutters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's reloading some good loads there. Good pin loads.
I tell you what, I am going to leave it on this one for a second and take a little girl out because she's whining at me. And everybody's going to cite me for dog abuse.
Now, what a fun toy that is.
Yeah.
I mean, just what a fun, neat gun to have, like, in your man cave hanging on the wall and, go out and play with, but still something functional that, like, oh, I'm going to put this on the side of my four-wheeler, right? When I go check on the cows.
Yeah, I like that Case Arden receiver.
The only thing wrong with that is it needs to be in 357 Magnum. That's the only thing wrong with that gun.
Is that one of the Rossons?
Nah, that's a Chiappa.
Oh,
Yeah, there's something about Case Arden receivers that, just makes a firearm.
yeah, they look great.
And he's got the large loop on that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't see a little dimple welded on the inside of the trigger guard though, so I wonder what's up with that. Like, I thought he would have put a little spot weld on there by now, and then filed it down just right so he could rifleman it. But I don't know what he's thinking. That's the first thing I would have done.
The rifleman used a full-size Winchester.
Yeah. I'm telling you, that gun, like in 357, so I can shoot 38 specials out of it. Right? That's why I would want it in 357. And that's why he was loading up those 44 specials in that other pick, is because he just wants to load up some light, fun loads. I bet, right? But with 357, I could do the same with 38 special. And boy, I bet that'd be a fun, soft shooting gun in 38 special.
Yeah, my JB Custom is in 45 long Colt.
Oh yeah, see, that would be a smooth shooter too.
Yeah.
Now that right there is considered a pistol, right?
Yeah. Or
yes.
no?
Yes.
Is that a firearm or a pistol?
Pistol.
Okay.
My JB Custom was actually the original before the Rossi, and it is considered a pistol. There's like pistol.
Because that doesn't meet like a 26-inch requirement or anything like that to be considered a firearm or.
No.
Are you talking about JB Customs?
Yeah,
Is that what this one is? No, it's not.
No, this one's a Chiappa.
Yeah, JB Customs were like $1,300 or something, weren't they?
Yeah.
I think
Yeah, we
I
were.
paid 1501 for my,
Yeah, we were talking about whether it was considered a firearm or a pistol.
These are
Yeah, I don't know.
pistols. These are all pistols. Just shotguns are firearms because of the short barrels, but these are just pistols.
Now, what would you say if somebody actually came out with like a brace or something like that?
Looks stupid. I mean, we need to get rid of the NFA, so anything they do that complies with existing bullshit laws from 1934 that have nothing to do with accessibility and ease of shooting today, then bring it. Every day that these things exist, hey, John, you're got a weird feedback coming in. Every day that these things exist, right, is precedent for why there's no need for any NFA. The fact that there's how many of these made by, well,
Henry, Chiappa, and JB,
Rossi.
Rossi.
Like how many of these exist and name an issue. Like it's not necessary. It's not qualified. Anyway, yeah, I mean, I guess a brace would be necessary. I just think it would look ugly. Unless it's wood. You see one or something?
Do I know?
Are we getting into realms of?
I was just surprised that somebody hasn't come out with a brace system for this. I
figured you'd seen something at one of the shows or something, and we're waiting.
Not yet. I have seen braces on the mini shotguns now, though.
I think you would only need a brace if you wanted to tactical it.
Yeah, you can shoot them as they are. I mean,
Right.
Every single person I've ever gave mine to, they immediately shouldered. Like everybody. My mom did that. Like everybody thinks it's a tiny rifle and they'd shoulder it. How are we going to do this? We're going to allow somebody on the YouTube side to pick a number. That's how we'll do this. We're going to start off by someone on the YouTube side picking a number. So we'll just say the first person over there to pick a number, and we're all watching the screen, so we'll see what that first number is. Dead Horse is 1, John is 2, Pink is 3. So you pick number 1, 2, or 3. And we'll wait. We'll wait for that. Eventually that'll happen. I guess, yep, that's not a number that we're looking for. 1, 2, or 3. So we'll go back over and look at another picture. Now we got Slim again. Is he hogging this? Where did he get this one at? I knew it was a keychain. I guess I don't pay attention to the swear patches. Is that one of our swear patches, I guess?
Must have been. Is that a patch?
Oh, you know what? I've seen it before. I thought it was a Ranger eye, but it's because these are 44s. I thought this was smaller.
Oh.
Big gun. There's Patriots folding the bills. Folding the bills. So the first one was number 2. So that is John. So John now gets to pick somebody from the gun channel side. You can pick anybody, however you want. Pick somebody on the gun channel side. And that'll be the person who's playing for the tactical quiz today.
How about Jim Tech Arms since they picked me?
Glimtech?
Yeah, Glim Tech.
Okay, so assuming Glimtech is still active over here, even though they've got a Z over here, they'll come back because they're the ones that picked the 2. So they picked themselves. Ironically, they probably got something in with John. We don't know. But here's the question. My dog just did something outside, right? We won't get into the gory details, but there's only 4 options. She did nothing. She did a 1 or 2 or a both. And if Glimtech can guess what my puppy just did outside, then he'll win. Or they'll win. I don't know. Assume anything. Oh, he already answered. So spent all this time getting this shit together. And he guessed both, And maybe by the time it took, or maybe by the urgency of her complaining, he was correct. She went out there and did both. So right on. How do I find the thing anymore? I'm just going to be far back. So we'll scroll through my Instagram for a minute while we try to find. Do you guys know you can push the scroll wheel on your mouse, and then it turns into this little thingy, and then it'll kind of do this for you? I'm not doing anything. I'm just sitting here watching it right now.
Yes, I hate that because it gets stuck.
You accidentally push it, and next thing you know, the page goes flying.
I think you can hit escape and it'll shut it up. So I just hit escape right there, shut it up. But did you any of you see, am I down to where the pictures are yet? It's actually pretty close here, I think. See, now my scroll mouse won't even work. Was it this far back? I don't think it was this far back. Maybe only too far. For some reason I think it's around those buttons. Was it after? No, there's no way it was after. No, look at that. Look,
Yep.
There it is.
All right, so let's have Dead Horse. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. By the way, there's a shit ton more patches on all of these. I've been adding them and not giving them away. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dead Horse is muted, so we're not hearing anything.
Oh, whoops, sorry. I said let's do 4.
Okay, so this was 5, so that makes this one 4. And I'll leave it on the screen for a bit while am I even locked on? Yeah, so you can pick one of the patches over there. So pick a patch. I will send you the link so you can go look at it, and it is the one with the vans on it. So,
I think he has to go with the Wolverine AK one, so that's why I gave him the opportunity to get the best patch. So
right on. There's none of them left. So I mean, there's definitely the ones that are on stuff like that is definitely where you're gonna get them. I think some people might have gotten a couple whenever I passed them out originally, so there might be some people putting them in their giveaways and stuff. All right, so we obviously got Slim when he had some time on his hand to do a bunch of reloading, so we got a bunch of reloading pictures there. Noxious, pretty nice watermark he's got going on there. Anybody gonna buy this gun?
no wait.
Some kind of oh, is that from Cricket also?
Yeah, that's got multiple pictures on it.
That's a tiny little gun like a Cricket though.
Yeah.
And then they make a tiny little shotgun.
Yeah.
Is that tiny like a Cricket, or is it just like any of the single shots?
No, it's tiny. It's smaller.
Like a little 410 snake charmer.
Yeah, something like yeah.
So this is a little tiny 410. Damn it. But at least I'll have to wait until they're used. There's no way I'm fucking buying one now. What is this?
That's a 3D concept that they're thinking about doing.
And this is a 1022 mag stuck in there?
Yeah.
Is it built like on a charger platform, like a Ruger charger platform, or what?
I'm not sure. I think it might be because I think there's a Ruger charger below it.
That kind of looks like a Ruger trigger group, but I mean, it's a trigger group. And that's definitely an AR. So it's kind of a neat idea. Looks like Dread, doesn't it? Does Dread?
Yeah, without the arm thing.
Well, without the arm thing, yeah. This is more of that little Nagant.
Yep.
You say you got one of these?
Yep.
Probably the best thing at that entire show I saw.
That's an interesting looking gun.
Yeah, that's a concept prototype carbine combination.
Whose? Ruger?
I said it's a prototype carbine combination gun.
Oh, I thought you said Ruger. Prison inmate. Doing something probably gross. Another, what is this? Henry 3030.
That's the new side.
Side loaders.
Yep.
And it's nice how they engrave an old man picture in the side for you right away. That's nice.
Yep. But I like how they left right there in the
That's
front
nice.
loading. So
Oh,
yeah,
it's nice. You can do both.
Yeah.
This is 22.
no, the 3 calibers that I had listed is what
Oh,
30,
all them.
30, 30,
55.
yeah, something.
I don't know. I like the idea. I don't want no gold gun though, or browns, whatever the hell it's supposed to be.
Yeah, 38, 55, 30, 30, and what, 35.
Every single plant I'm gonna walk by with that gun has got thorns on it. You know, like I don't want nothing that's all shiny like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I just don't want to pay for it. I'd rather get something flat. This was obnoxious. We did a whole bunch of chatting about this, but their whole like, "Hey, well, come on in," but fuck you. Like, we hate you and your rights, but come on in anyway. Spend money. Deagle. Like, hey, let's make it look like it fell in the water for a while. Some vans, obviously not mine because I would not go with the passenger van. Got some pups. What the hell kind of pup is this?
Box or mix?
Nah. What was that Hawk? That famous Hawk dog that was like 18 months, but he was like 400 pounds or something.
Oh, this is like a tiny baby dog that's going to get huge, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, because that's a
Yeah,
beautiful dog. Like, if it stayed right like that, that's like a pit with long legs.
Yeah. Yeah, he's only 18 months.
I like the military cut on his ears. Another one. That's Guns and Gadgets. Reposting Noxious. Am I crazy, or did he? Oh no, that's a different pic. Is it the same picture? Yeah, it's the same picture. It seemed like it was like he tweaked it a little bit. Like it's got more color, right? It's got more color here.
You probably had to put it in there twice.
No, I think we just put the same picture. I think that's a different picture because look, here's this guy's elbow and shit, and here's his. Oh no, there's his G.
But down there in the bottom, it says obnoxious. Where she
Yeah, you're right. It's the same picture. And there's his G right there, so it's definitely. This is the place you guys ate at. This is where you ate your pork tenderloins.
No, no, that was the Italian restaurant that we ate at.
Oh, that pizza.
No, we actually had like fettuccine alfredo and I forget what.
Oh, you just didn't
had. Right. But yeah, I saw that when we were sitting there or standing there waiting to get seated, and I was like, "Sweet!" Grabbed a menu and snapped a shot real quick.
So this is a CO2 BB gun.
Oh wow!
6-shot. So that's got to be weird. It looks like there's little cartridges in there. It's kind of interesting. Oh look, they said thank you for stopping by. Boomerex. Boomerex makes full auto BB guns too. I got 2 full auto BB guns. And let's not mention what's going on in this picture. I don't know why you like these crazy auto shotguns so much.
Yeah, I know. They just keep coming out with more and more, making me want to buy more and more.
I don't know. I don't like any of these things. You like these?
They shot nice.
Yeah, it looks like this button's just waiting for the cylinder to open up when you don't want it to. Just a button. Yeah, I like it. I didn't like the Ruger either, and I carry it every single day, so maybe it'll change my mind. But it's also Kimber, so it probably won't. Or are those aren't Quarth. Those are Kimber.
No, those are Kimber, yeah.
And another rusty guns. Hey, let's buy guns that look like they're already rusty. Some FALs. A lot of FALs this year. Must be a bunch of FALs coming. Parts kits all over the place or something. Collection. That aluminum Ruger, right? Yeah. Looks like you could just easily cut this little wire right here and shove that in your sleeve and get right the fuck out with that.
Yeah.
Oh, those are pretty. I like that. Yep, that one right there at the heat shield. Yep.
Oh. This one here?
Yeah, it's a heat shield in the wood. Yep.
Is that a Mossberg? It looks like a Remington. Yeah, I guess it's a
It's
Mossberg.
590 retrograde.
Yes.
They say when those are coming.
I think they're available right now.
Oh, okay. Oh, I ruined my scroll by clicking that damn thing earlier. Clover sent this to Gary, I guess. A bunch from Obnoxious. I like that smooth cylinder there. That's just Chris's real gun.
Yeah, that's a beautiful gun.
Any of y'all follow?
He has some nice guns. You know that, Chris? He has some really nice guns.
Yeah, he does. Anybody watch Cheyenne Dalton shoots?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I follow her. I follow Alpha Abby.
And then you got this one. Picked a sticker from the Illinois State Rifle Association, 1903. Hot Constitution. Bunch of swag, I guess. Looks like Geisley was handing out their keychains all over the damn place.
Oh, they just dump stuff out on their tables.
Uh-oh. Marco's got her doing the shoe off thing.
That's me.
She got her purple shoes on, so. There's Chuck. Miklik. I'll tell you off air my Miklik stories. And that one dude from that one TV show that works for Ackles or whatever now.
Ackley's Defense.
I want that patch right there. Dead patch. Then Obnoxious got that patch. That holster at the show, I think. Matt was drooling all over this thing. Holy moly, he couldn't get enough of this gun. That's nice.
Speaking of Matt, did he see that holster I posted in the show?
Did you send it to him in an email?
Well, I sent him an email, but it was too late, and then I posted it in the side chat.
Oh, no, okay. I was wondering because a couple of people had said they sent emails, and then he must have, pulled them all over from his mailbox into that folder and then started the show. Because it sounds like a whole bunch of people that were sending them and didn't get in there today. But that was 2 weeks worth today.
Yeah.
There's that knife again. Angelina wants to buy one, it looks like. That's pretty nice. At least the texturing on it's nice. The stippling, whatever the fuck that's called.
Is that EMP?
I guess so. It says EMP on it. So it makes it a 9.
Yeah.
That reverse golf ball, or if that's just golf ball, whatever that hell's called. I just grabbed a couple of Kimbers with that on the front. I really liked it. I guess Ohio had a bunch of these mags lasered. Was that something they were just doing at the show?
Yeah.
And then here's some lever shotgun. Yeah, I don't see this being any good. The throws on levers are super huge and obnoxious. They're like finger breakers, like that one from Terminator.
Yeah.
You ever actually racked that gun?
No, I haven't.
Ugh, it was modified in the movie. There's no way Terminator could have done that, like what he was doing in the movie. But
The one in the movie, is that a Chiappa?
oh no, it's some modified. I think it's
Winchester,
a modified
1897.
real one. Yeah, but the throw on him is massive. It's huge, and this thing looks the same. It looks like it's even got some weird extension thing to help it. But
Now they're the ones that had that mini shotgun that I like.
I could see some people with certain
This thing?
disabilities where pumping might not be, they might not be able to do anything with their left hand, or except for just kind of hold the gun up there, right? Or
yes,
their left arm.
I guess
That gun's really smooth too.
this action on it, you
The
mean?
action is, yeah. Am I late to the show, or is it just getting ready to start?
And look at the little pistol grip. Does that mean that they're going to have like a little shockwave version? Because see the little pistol grip down at the bottom?
He
Yeah.
didn't know yet. We talked about that actually, because that's what I thought. The bird's head grip.
Well, this is probably just because this is still 27 overall or 26 overall with that thing. So they're probably just sell it with both, right?
Well, he said there may be in the future they may have the shorty version. The
But right now
firearm.
you can buy the. I would rather just have this thing with the short grip. That would be kind of cool. But I don't know. I wouldn't want this gun. This gun, on the other hand,
Oh, you should see this. There's smaller ones than that.
Yeah, the one Armintia's, if you look at my Instagram, Armintia, I just posted a picture of Armintia holding it. That thing is cool. It's a little semi-automatic from him.
oh wait, I gotta let me see if Limtech actually ever picked a patch. Did he ever pick a patch? No, we gotta pick a patch out there. So go to snobs.
The real gun snob. You're looking at the fake gun snob. That one. That's from the same guy.
Hmm.
That's the whole gun.
What does it hold? Two?
I
I didn't know.
3 or 4.
No way.
I think it holds 3, 3 and 3, or 3, 2 and 3/4, or 2, 3 and.
No way. This thing is as short as a servo, and it's an auto, so it's got to have something more. It's got to have some kind of spring in there. Anyway, you guys were there. So so this is made by Black Aces, the same people that modified the thing with the mag and everything.
Yeah.
Okay. And now they're putting a pistol grip with a thing, which is basically the old Black Hawk gizmo, but this is a brace and it doesn't fold.
Nope.
Right. Now, Deadfoot
I
Arms
I
has
would
one
be
that folds.
happier with this, with just a regular old, like what they put on all the other firearms. I would want
Bird's
that.
head grip.
Yeah, just a plain old firearm. I don't need none of this brace garbage, but this is intriguing, I guess. A little 3-shot semi. But anyway, I'm sure they make it both ways. What was the price tag on these things?
It wasn't that bad. I've got it in the video.
I think $3.99.
Yeah.
Kind
I
of
think that
Oh, I'm
that
sorry.
one may have been $4.99. I don't remember. I'll go
But-
fast forward through the video and look.
But this crazy thing, they may get a picture of this crazy looking one with the like Marauder looking dealy on it and the little spike in the front, and it's a firearm.
That's
I've
they've
got it in the
actually had
video.
pictures of that floating on
From
social
us.
media for a long time. Yeah,
Yeah, because
But
I was
it's
like,
still a really
That's
neat
actually a
gun.
Mossberg that he modified.
oh, it is. It's just an add-on, so it's nothing.
Yeah, that is not
Yeah.
his own. That is actually a Mossberg that he modified.
Yeah, I remember one year I stopped by the booth where they had that, whatever you call that giant rail looking thing that you put on top to make them aggressive looking and put a rail on the top. And that was years before the firearms. And I was like, oh, that thing's kind of neat. You know, I'd put that on a shotgun just to have a cool looking shotgun. And then I think I probably have seen it on a firearm before, but that certainly looks like a fucking cool truck gun.
All right, let me fast forward through this video. I haven't uploaded it yet or anything. I haven't edited it even.
Yeah, here's the one that Deadfoot Arms is doing.
Why can't I click anymore?
$5.99 for the one Armintia was holding.
Yeah, that's too much for me.
Well,
So
that's
for-
probably retail, so you probably get that at like
Yeah.
at $4.99, right?
The little double barrel over and under is $6.69. It's just a firearm and it's an over and under.
That's insane.
But it's only $4.49 for the one just like Armintia is holding with the bird's head grip and the black synthetic, not
Mhm.
wood.
Although the wood sets it off and makes it look cool as hell, but for $100, I would deal with the plastic, I guess. So we got some other dog. Was there a lot of dogs at the show?
I wouldn't say a lot.
More than
No.
shot? More than
No.
shot?
Nope.
Oh, really? Interesting. Little babies?
I
Any
took a
kids?
picture of a beagle there.
There's a no kids policy, right? Like no kids under a certain age or something, or is there little babies there?
Oh,
Trust me,
everybody
they were
can go
pushing.
to NRA.
Yeah.
There's little bitty kids in strollers.
Okay, so you got to worry about that, and that's probably why they didn't want a bunch of dogs running around. This dead horse before you've got your Judgicon on there.
Yep.
Is this the new slide then? Whatever issue you had with the rail, they already replaced that?
Yep. They sent me the new rail.
Got a bunch of Mossbergs here.
I like those. I like that Army one.
I mean, I like the stuff. I don't like this weird Air Force picture on there, but I'll take the rest of it.
That was a good looking gun.
I can't even imagine trying to keep up with all the pistols anymore. I know at one point I kind of knew most of the pistols that were out there. Oh crap, I didn't give him a thumbs up on that one. Then there's that Ruger again. Anybody gonna buy one of these?
I actually may. They're not too bad feeling. They're not as good as a single 6, but they're not too bad.
You still got little kids that would like something like that?
Yeah,
Because
yeah, I've got kids, so that's what I would buy it for.
And how cheap were they?
Like 199 MSRP.
How much? 199?
Yeah.
I think 250 was the MSRP.
Some of them were listed at 199. It may have depended on
okay, yeah. You're probably right. It probably depends on sites and model and all sorts.
And I like that Ruger's competing with, what is it?
Heritage.
And I like when two of them cost less than, or similar or even less than one real good one, because then you get two of them right away, right? So the kid can have dual.
I mean, a single 6 is like 600 and some bucks now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you can get two of these, and you get your kid a double rig right off the bat, and it's light enough that a kid could carry two of them around.
Yeah. And you can afford to buy the leather holster rig to go with two of them.
My 1958 Super Single 6 is appraised at $1,600. So
I had a single 6, and my dad's house got broken into. It got stolen when I was a kid, and that was like my favorite gun. I still have the other cylinder for it somewhere.
Now you do Kydex. Have you done leather before?
No, I played with it a little bit on a Kydex holster, but I've never actually stitched a leather holster.
It's really not that bad. I got interested in the little tiny. I got a bunch of little NAAs, so I wanted to get holsters for him. And this one guy kept putting his pictures all over the place and bugging me. And they're like $60 a piece. There's no way I'm paying that for dozens of guns or whatever. So I started being more interested in making some. And I went to Tandy, and there used to be, I don't know if it's here anymore. There used to be a Tandy leather, right? They're kind of all over the place.
Yeah, we have one in Tulsa that I bought stuff from. That's where I bought most of my stuff from.
Yeah, I went in there and I was talking to the guy for a minute, and he's like, "Oh, I know you from the internet or something." I'm like, "Yep." And then he's all like, "Yeah, here," and he gave me all the pointers or whatever. It was nothing. It was very easy to get into it, and super cool material. I guess obviously I've been using it forever. But anyway, I would say, if like what Dead Horse was saying, get the kid leather. I would say get a kid two of these revolvers and then some leather and some thread and make the holsters.
Heck yeah.
And let's see, Bond Arms doing their thing all over the place. Obnoxious. Trying to get in the big pocket of everybody. Including Big Cricket. Is it just an SKS sling on there? It's like an SKS sling on there.
That Mini Mosin was a cool gun.
Oh, yeah. I played with it at SHOT. It was a little cheapy. It wasn't like, the front ring or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's like, dang, you just can't beat it. It's like from 6 feet away, it looks dead on. It's just really neat. The only, of course, a bayonet would have set it off. But I bet you that can be made. I guess Frankie got a couple of the Gun Channel's magazines made up. They're very black guns, like oiled them or something. Super black. Dang. Moon he's not on Gun Channels anymore because he's working so much to buy all these damn Berettas.
That's what I was telling you, man. He's totally got a Beretta.
He's not even posting pictures of the A3 yet.
Oh, those were good looking guns from Desert Eagles.
Oh, I was like, what is BFR? Now I know what BFR is. So is everybody going to go out and buy a Q5 map?
I'm too poor for that.
I don't know about the match, but Bud's had a bunch of selling PPQs today at really good prices for the compact and regular PPQs for under 450. So
Yeah, I found one. I found a PPK real cheap. I just have to get a firing pin for it. There's one of the better pictures of the G circle, I guess.
Did I send you the raw version of that that's not zoomed in? G?
I don't remember. I think I have this version. I think no, I have a version that might be more zoomed in. I think because I didn't have like Marco's gut, and I didn't know.
Well, I've got the version that's zoomed all the way out, and then I just zoomed it in on that. I'll send it to you if you want to do something with it. You can zoom it in however much you want, but it's a raw photo of it.
Yeah, right on. Yeah, because I couldn't tell. I was trying to go for the tattoos, who's who, and I don't know anybody's tattoos, so I didn't know who anybody was. Because my picture kind of cuts into everybody's tattoos, basically, so I had no idea who anybody was.
I just didn't post that because, some of the people didn't want their, I zoomed it in case people didn't want their faces on it.
Sure. And then Dano, I guess, puts Fritos on Chinese food or something, but he's effort in food picture.
He's in a pocket of Big Mac Unite.
So I used to cook like $1 TV dinners too, and then put it in a bowl and make it look like it was all fancy, right? And then be like, "Oh, look at what I cooked tonight."
Well, this is like one of that Mongolian places where you get all the stuff raw, put it in the bowl, you give it to them, they cook, give it back to you in the same bowl. But then wherever he went, they gave you like Fritos to put on top. My place never gives us Fritos to put on top. And another one of these guns. This looks like somebody took like a blowtorch to it and went.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe the Turnbull Restoration did stupid Ruger EC9s. I mean, surely they have something better than that they could do it on.
Like, do you figure it's like ironic for like some group of people, like the same way you make fun of the High Point or something? Like, haha, look what we did to this Ruger. Like, isn't that funny?
I mean, that's $150 to get that done on a $220 gun.
Right. Or else it's maybe like, I want a $200 gun, but man, I just wish there was like a $700 alternative.
If you're a single action guy, right, and you like your single action case hardened Rugers, but then for like a real carry gun, you're not going to be carrying that. So you kind of want something to match and correlate. So I can see certain people being like, "Oh, dude, that's awesome. That's the best thing ever, right?" Because it matches my single actions. I'm a Ruger guy, so I can see it. Like not for me, but like I can see it.
Well, you see, I'm not afraid to admit it because I'm recovering, but I remember being addicted to guns. And when I was collecting, like if they came out with a new flavor of NAA, I was going to buy it. Doesn't matter if it was the stupidest thing ever, like the stupid ass Sidewinder. I bought it because I'm going to buy it because they're the new thing. So you think there's that factor, like that there's people out there that are like, I don't know, are you collecting EC9s or Rugers or something? And they're like, hey, if we make another flavor, somebody will buy it.
I guarantee that there's guys out there that every gun Ruger comes out with, they want. The cheaper the gun, the more likely they are to be able to obtain it. And yeah.
I mean, I don't know, but if I was gonna have the time to wait and spend the money to have a Doug Turnbull case hardening done on something, I think it would be something other than an EC9. Just me.
Is it possible, like, using it as an example to show like, hey, look at how small of a gun we can do also, instead of like ruining a SIG or something, or like something small that's good, they did it on a cheap Ruger?
Or maybe they were like Walther and thought they were going to get stuff stolen. Did you see that? Yeah. So they just put it on a cheap gun so they didn't lose a $2,000 1911 sitting out there.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, we did it. Look at our example on the Meteorite 1911. Like, what happened to our gun?
Some guy had cutters in his pocket, in his sleeve.
There's the A3.
Oh, look at that pig. That's beautiful.
I love those A3s.
This is like, you get the feel that like the SWAT team just got done doing their business or something and like set these down while they were like cuffing perps. Although I don't know why they would set them down, but whatever. It seems like Moonlight. Oh, look at that. Moonlight. See? Maybe that's what he's going for. What do you think of this holding it by the trigger guard business? Here's the thing. These a little tip of the trick of the trade. They give you this giant white surface right here. Set it down, and then you don't have to waste your hand in front of any of it.
Well, see, I know what he was doing. I was standing there. He was using that to cover the nasty yellow tag on it.
The NRA tag?
Yeah.
It's not a nasty tag. Wait till you get 4 terabytes of data, and you're like, I don't know when I took this picture. Then you'll be like, oh, I remember. It says NRA on it. But yeah, whatever. This is kind of cool. It's not really leather though. It's wood.
Yeah, those guys had some nice guns. They were super cool guys too. We hung out over there quite a bit with them.
Is that the next picture? Oh, we jumped ahead. So this is from today, I think. Angelina's doing Travis's stamps. Stickers, it looks like. I guess she cut these ones okay. I guess these are okay. And there's Jodeci hanging out.
I really screwed up. I put like 60 pictures on there and I didn't even tag gun channels in them.
Well, this would be Daily Gun Show on
here.
here.
Yeah, I know. I didn't tag that.
I'm thinking about doing like a couple of, what do you call it, like infographics or whatever, because how would anybody know? Everybody does their tags differently and everybody's got their own theories, right? So how is anybody going to know? So I figure if I post some stuff, you can at least see what my theories are. Like I try to go with an @gun channels, because @gun channels is the thing people can click on and go to that channel. Like, you know, okay, so that actually gets people there. It also tags the channel, but nobody's using that channel, so it doesn't really matter. But the I like using the @ and then the hashtag, of course, collects them all together when someone searches the hashtag. So I use those too. And then beyond that, you know, it would get into like whatever event you're at or something like that. The fuck is this shit? Oops. Dang. How was it showing Travis's stickers today? I must have gone the wrong way. And we definitely didn't see that little cartoon one, right? What the hell is that?
Are you searching top posts or like recent? Oh yeah, see, there's recent. There's
I
top.
think it went in for recent, I guess.
See. So yeah, so you see the ones on the top, yeah, the top posts, and those are the recent. So that would be the most recent.
Right. So this is the one Pink just posted right now. So this is a thing that goes, a base plate that goes on the bottom of a 33.
Yep.
To give you
57.
57.
Holy cow.
I don't think you need 57 rounds to kill a deer, but whatever. It's free country. So is that metal or plastic?
Metal.
Well, you do need that many rounds because it's 9mm.
How much does something like that run?
I think it was $60.
You bought it at the show?
Yeah.
And Marco's stand there not buying it like a sucker?
No, that's the thing. See, we went off and did our own things, and he didn't know I bought that.
That's pretty cool. Huh. So
now, Marco was busy making me hold his camera for him hold his phone for him while he took video. So I escaped him shortly after I had to do it twice.
This would be awesome on a Glock 18.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, see, they make those for MBX makes those for the pistol caliber carbine.
Yeah, all those ARs people are making now, and then putting their 80%ers into braced frames or whatever those.
I need that on my PCC.
Oh. We live in wonderful times. 57 rounds, stupid 9mm. That's like the equivalent of a 7-round 45 ACP mag. They made it because they call it 57 Chevy because they're trying to get the nostalgia of like the old timers. They're like, hey, remember your 57 Chevy? This is like 57 of those. I think we're done. So are we going to vote on this? Is there any way to vote on all that? There was really only like 2 dogs in that whole thing.
You're not done yet. I'm over here uploading tons of them to it.
Well, if you're tagging them to gun channels, they ain't going to tag gun channels.
I'm tagging Daily Gun Show.
Oh, all right. I'll refresh and see what happens. I guess AK
Oh wow.
is what do you call it? Tagging us. Here's Pink shooting full auto. What do you tell you that for? It's like the softest shooting full auto I've ever shot.
Yeah, I know it was.
Did you say you own a drum magazine for this thing? Oh no, that was me. Did you upload more pictures?
I just tagged a bunch of them Daily Gun Show.
I don't know. Maybe it stuck them in order, like when they were actually posted.
Probably.
That's exactly what it will do, I think, is take them back in order.
Because
And,
usually when Dano tries to cheat, he'll post like a new picture right now.
Yep.
So I don't know which
One
one.
of them right there.
Which one?
The King Cobra. Back up.
Oh, this one. Yeah, where you have like that tiny little gun. It looked tiny, wasn't it?
It's just fat hands.
Dude, I thought, isn't that a 357?
Mm-hmm.
Man hands.
I don't know. There's got to be something about the way you're holding it. I mean, it's like the size of a J frame, I guess. I thought they were bigger than that.
Yeah, it's a little bit bigger than a J frame, but that was the smallest one they had of the version.
Oh,
It's got
they
like a
have
3-inch barrel or something, 2.5 inch or 3.
But do they have different size frames of Cobras?
I don't think so. I think they were all the same. That had a smaller grip on it though than the other ones too. I think. Like
Of course, I don't remember the last time I even looked at a King Cobra, so maybe I'm thinking of a bigger gun. Is there any other ones that you had in mind or whatever from that you just tagged? Because, like I said, they probably all just shuffled in.
The air gun one was the only one I was looking for, but I don't know where it went.
No, we hit that one actually. And maybe
No, not that one.
Oh.
There was another one. Oh, I tagged that one Daily Gun Show twice. Dang. Oops. Oh well. I didn't. I guess I remember to tag that one. No, there was one.
Did you look at this one? Because it said 6-shot on here. So is that like you have to load each of these little cartridges and then load the gun, or no?
I don't know. It actually has. I didn't take it out, but I held it in my hand. But it actually has. It looks like casings in the.
Right.
Yeah, it does. It has casings.
So I'm wondering if you like put BBs are magnetic, right? They could have a magnet here, and the BB would be held by the magnet.
I don't know, but the lever action actually ejects cases out the top whenever you.
Oh, then maybe it's like that. It's like the old airsofts where you would load the cartridges with BBs and then shoot them, and then you have to reload.
Oh no, those are pretty cool.
Yeah, actually, that would be kind of neat because I remember playing guns when you're a kid. Like, you know, it gets boring after some amount of time when you don't have other shit to do. So being able to have to reload BBs and shit, it would be annoying sometimes, but certain times that'd be fun as hell, I bet.
Yeah. I don't know where it went. Oh well.
All right. Well, so how are we voting on all this?
My high point right there. That's what we're voting for.
We put like snakeskin on it or something.
I need those grips for mine.
You chatted
So
with
I hate to say there was tons of good pictures. There was some awesome doggo pics, but I'm sorry, I still have to go with old Chuck Norris.
All right.
Because it's Chuck Norris. I don't want to. I want to live to see tomorrow.
Don't worry. As slow as he was getting around, you'll be fine.
John, who are you voting for, or which picture are you voting for?
In Springfield, 1911.
The old one or which one?
The old,
yeah, the old
the
one.
original Springfield, not those people in Illinois.
Right. So that one was like in a case somewhere, I think, with like some stuff.
Yes, it was.
With the mags and stuff.
Yeah, it was on a stand of some kind.
Right there.
This one here.
Yes.
All right, that's a good choice.
Beautiful. Look at those grips. That is just
Pink.
Black doggo.
Oh, it's way down
Oh,
here.
up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Right on.
he was a beauty.
Was this a service dog? Could you pet it or no?
No, I don't think it was service. That dog was dragging him around.
18 months. Snob. Or did you already vote on your high point?
I haven't voted. The Desert Eagle right there, 1911.
Am I passed it already?
You were just on it.
This one?
Yeah.
Really? You liked it that much?
Oh, that's not the one. The other one was the one I like better, but that one's good too. They were really pretty in person. They had two of them that were really sharp.
I can't deal with this Desert Eagle 1911 written on it. Drives me
That
nuts.
is some big billboarding, and I tend to stay away from that too.
Especially on like such a ornate gun, and then like, no, couldn't scratch that out. Like I forgot which gun this is. Which gun is it? Oh yeah, thank you.
I really thought that was the We the People when it's underneath it. He has a picture of it on there too.
Okay. I lost my scroll by farting around before, I think.
Yeah, see, I told you I never use that thing. That thing like causes all sorts of problems. That little like, oh, I'm just gonna let Skynet do the scrolling work for me. Nope.
Oh, there. Go back. Back down.
Down.
Right there. Stop. Middle picture. Up one.
It's not a 1911. This one?
Oh, no. Up one. Right there. Click that one.
That
Now
one you
flip
want?
over.
Oh, I see. Oh, these
Back.
locked?
No. You went past it. The lever action one. That's what I vote for. That's the air gun that ejects cartridges.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
It works just like a 94 too. Whenever you cock it, it's pretty cool.
So for like having fun or for like gun education?
Yeah, I think it's just fun education thing.
So I don't know what I'm going to vote for. I've been spending less time clicking on.
Possible training for a single action cowboy shoots and stuff like that. Definitely.
Or getting your kid into it. He's into westerns. I don't know if kids are into westerns anymore.
Kids with good parents are.
Mm-hmm. So I guess I can't find it now, but I'm going to go with Gun Channel Circle. Forever. It's up before that.
I don't know. I saw it a minute ago.
Yeah, I don't know what that
You're back in Tulsa stuff there.
There it is. I'm going. All right, so that means it goes out to the Gun Channel side. We'll see who actually wins. What was it? Dead Horse picked the Chuck Norris. John picked the 1911. Pink picked the Black Pup. Snob picked that lever action BB gun, and I picked the Gun Channel's picture. Chuck is 79.
Yeah.
Oh, yesterday saying he didn't even know Marco went to the show. Oh yeah, Marco went to the show.
Get out of here yesterday.
1 vote for Doggo. Strollers and scooters were a pain. Yeah, there was somebody posted a picture before the show even with like a massive, like maybe the foyer or whatever they call it, that area in the front with just like a sea of those carts. But you figure NRA, I mean, maybe AARP. Like, is there another convention that's going to bring more older people?
Yeah, I meant that. I want to get it and talk to Rick sometime and ask him how it was trying to ride his scooter through there. I haven't talked to him since just the Gun Channel's picture. The only time I even saw him during the show.
Oh shit! So did he bring his own, or did he bug one off of them?
I don't know whether he rented one or brought his own.
Yeah,
I did serve you a burger. What are you talking about yesterday?
Pretty sure Rick just drove around playing the Dukes of Hazzard horn, the General Lee cry. So people were just getting out of his way left and right.
Oh, yesterday said he rented one.
Nah.
Clemtech needs to pick his patch too.
Yeah.
Did he
I
ever
mean, as
pick
far as he would have had to drive it from just parking, his would be dead by the time he got there.
Yeah, one more for Doggo, one more for Dick.
What, on the gun channel side or on the YouTube?
Yeah, it looks like the doggo's taking it.
But you got Doggo and Gun Channel's pick. Gun Channel's always out Trump's Doggo's.
Looks like the dog wins. Oh, that's not impressive. That's not a hard decision for this show.
How come every time I'm on this show and you do this, the dogs always win?
Dogs are awesome. Dogs are winners.
Yeah.
And yesterday's saying don't dog votes count for 2. Actually, 7. 7 years. But what's the deal? They actually are, dog years are like 1 to 7 until they get old, and then they slow down, right?
Yeah.
And it depends on the breed too. But, so we were told that the smaller breeds tend to like their dog years are longer in dog years than like larger breeds, right? So
Oh, so you're saying like on average, some of them are 10 and some of them are 5 or something.
yeah.
Well, dang, we went for an out mile there. So anything else? Anybody else want to do anything like that before we head out?
I'll give a shout out. I got a shout out. So I don't anyone who hasn't checked it out, let's see, Angelina, Frankie, and Slim over there have a show going on called Intentionally Left Blank. I've listened to it the last couple times I've had it. I think it's on Monday nights. And it's been pretty good. So surprisingly good. So if you guys haven't checked that out, yeah, I'd definitely go check out their new show.
Who would have thought? Surprisingly good. I listened to the first one. I haven't listened. They've had 2 so far, right?
3, I think. 3.
Oh shit! I haven't one.
Yeah, and I mean, it stays on track. It's good. It's informative. Like, I was pleasantly surprised. So it's definitely something I can look forward to tuning in on Monday nights now.
Right on. Well, we're gonna head off air here and chat a little bit, more than likely. And you're welcome to jump in. We're gonna probably chat a little bit about how to finagle gun channels a little bit. So thanks everybody for jumping in. What is today? Wednesday. So tomorrow's Thursday. Travis has a show. Then I guess, do we know if it's gonna be Sarge or if it's gonna be Obnoxious tonight this week?
I was just talking to both of them, and I really didn't ask.
The 2 of them tag team that show, so one of the 2 of them will have a show. Then Matt may have a show, he said, depending on if his voice is holding out. And then Yankee has a show tomorrow. Clover has a show tomorrow, and we'll be back after all of that. Actually, sometime in the middle of all that, I have a interview with Logan from High Caliber History, so that'll probably start everything. I start mine at 5 p.m. And it'll run for an hour. And we're going to talk to Logan a bit about what he's done. He's been the curator of the NRA Museum, and I know he's affiliated with other museums now and in the past. He's also an author, I believe, and he's a consultant for lots of things that have to do with firearms history and research. So it'll be interesting to see from that side of it. We've heard a lot of political stuff and NRA stuff recently, so it'll be pleasant to chat with Logan, get the what, why, and how interview tomorrow, and then I'm hoping to chat him up and have subsequent interviews with or chats with Logan about the firearms museums that he's visited, and he can tell me about the ones that I've not visited yet, so I can help figure out help me figure out which ones I still need to visit. And then we can chat together about the ones that we both visited. And then I've got a couple of other projects that I'm hoping he'll be interested in hanging out with. So hopefully we'll see more and more of Logan in the future, because I'd like to pick his brain, his his knowledge is massive on old guns and firearms history, and then all the different elements that he encountered as NRA employee for years. And he's been on TV a bunch of times, so yeah, he's got all kinds of insight stuff we're talking about here. All right, well, thanks everybody again for joining, and we'll see you tomorrow.